The club was alive that night. Music pulsed through the walls, lights danced across the floor, and laughter spilled from every corner. I should have felt energized, but instead, I felt strangely restless. My husband, Mark, had reluctantly agreed to join me at the party. He wasn't much of a nightlife person, but I had begged him to come. "It'll be fun," I'd promised. "Just one night out." At first, he tried. He stood by me at the bar, sipped his drink, even forced a smile when I dragged him to the dance floor. But I could feel it. His heart wasn't in it. I noticed the way his eyes lingered on me as I laughed with old friends, the way he grew quieter with every passing song. Still, I brushed it off, telling myself he was just tired. The music was loud, almost drowning out thought, and the lights flashed bright enough to blur faces into colors. Yet somehow I still saw his pain. When a coworker pulled me onto the dance floor, I hesitated for a moment before going. Mark stayed behind, leaning against the wall, watching. I twirled and laughed, pretending nothing was wrong. But in between the beats, I glanced back, and that's when I saw him slip quietly toward the door. No words, no wave, no goodbye, just a silent exit. My smile froze. My laughter died. The world around me blurred as I stood still in the middle of the crowded dance floor, staring at the empty space where my husband had been. The music kept pounding. The lights kept flashing. People kept dancing. But all I could feel was the hollow ache in my chest. I pushed past bodies, rushed outside into the cool night air. But the street was already empty. His car was gone. It felt like the noise inside had followed me out, except now it wasn't music, it was the deafening sound of loss. For the first time, I realized how badly I had ignored him. How many times I'd chosen parties over quiet nights at home, friends over the man who had always been there for me. His silence said more than any argument ever could. It said, "I'm done waiting to matter to you." I stood on the sidewalk, trembling, clutching my phone, but I couldn't even bring myself to call him. What would I say? That I hadn't meant to push him aside? That I didn't notice the pain I was causing? Tears blurred the neon signs above me. The party still roared inside, but my world had gone silent. Hours later, I returned home to an empty house. His shoes weren't by the door. His jacket wasn't on the chair. For the first time, the silence inside our home matched the silence of his exit. I sat on the couch, replaying the moment again and again. His face, his eyes, the way he walked away without looking back. It wasn't anger that had broken me. It was the quiet dignity of a man who had loved too deeply and received too little. And in that moment, I knew. The music, the lights, the laughter, none of it mattered. Because the one thing that gave my life meaning had slipped away in silence.